Hello everyone, I just wanted to record this video so I can show you a few things in a match that I played a few days ago. Just kind of decisions that I took, some of the thoughts that were going through my mind in different stages of the match, and just to ultimately show the final results and how certain decisions made had certain outcomes throughout the match. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was a fun match overall for me. At the end, you'll hear me, make some remark about how the match went. All right, so first things first, I'm obviously playing Trapper here, and from watching other videos and kind of just learning more about Trapper, I decided to start being a little more proactive with my traps and positioning them in like certain key locations. So here, putting it outside this window where either to vault in or out, they would be hit by the trap. And then just kind of same thing on this one. And as I'm doing this, obviously I know that I'm kind of losing a bit of pressure by letting the survivors either work on one gen, all three of them on one, or all three of them spread out in different ones. But I suppose that's how you're meant to be playing Trapper, putting them in smart locations where they will help you out later. So here we see that one gen is already popping off. I can hear this one. They're very close to being done, and they actually finish it in time as I hit the Mikaela. So here, Mikaela's running away, Feng went the other way, and I see the crow alert me that someone's in that direction. Jill actually comes out. That I need to get better at timing my swings a little more efficiently. So now I'm down 2 gens, and haven't even hooked anyone yet. And so now I'm just kind of looking around. I will say at this point I do remember feeling a bit of nervousness, let's call it, just because like I mentioned, I'm down 2 gens, haven't hooked anyone, and this is where in certain matches you can immediately tell, or at least I can tell, that it's not going to go my way. Pull back there just because I knew I was going to make it after the dead hard, and we follow through. I make the decision, might as well see if I can get this Mikaela. We see the Jill there. Try to bait the dead hard, not realizing that we already had the dead hard used for the pallet earlier. And now I hear someone in that gen, make sure check it out. And I know that the Jill is around me trying to go for the flashlight save. She's a little too late, and I knew that, so I knew she was around, so I turned away the other direction. And here the teammates do a very good job in getting the wiggle off. So I decided, I know I'm not going to make it in time for the hook, so I figured I might as well hit 2 survivors and at least get some advantage in that way. And so now I figured, let's go get this, continue with the chase on Mikaela. You see, that's a very, that placement there of the trap helped me out in the end. Well, not at the end, but shortly after. I know the Jill is there with the flashlight, and I figured, go ahead and get her as well. And now we take her to hook, since I know the flashlight save, the one who can get the flashlight save is, won't be able to right now. So I reset my trap, start heading back. Jill's been picked up. Feng finishes another generator right in front of me. Make sure to check out to see if anyone's going in for the save. Good dead hard there. And now unfortunately the trap isn't set, so if I had reset it earlier, that would have been a great help. And I might have even been able to get 2 of them if the other one body blocked through the trap. Big swing there, managed to get the hit. going for the save. A little nervous, honestly, because of the Jill, but managed to get that. So we take her over to Hook. Michaela gets unhooked. I believe she was on still in stage 1. Yes, the second hook there. And now I set up traps here just to kind of direct the survivors once they manage to, if and when they manage to get the save. Fang here with the boil over. Thankfully it helps that the hook was right there next to me. And then there's one trap that helps me out again. Pick her up. And we managed to take her over to a hook. Now here, not without bumping into a crate first though. Here is a very important part of the game where we have 3 on hook. Michaela just finished healing herself, and now it's a decision that I have to make to either kind of guard the area or go find her. Thankfully she kind of runs near us. I don't see her in time, so she does manage to get the save, but my other trap manages to help us out there. Since I know that the other survivor is in a trap, I go in for the hit, for the down on Michaela. I get the borrowed time on Feng, and the other Michaela manages to free herself from the trap. So this is I think I'm in a comfortable spot right now, just because I know everyone is injured, and the 2 survivors need to mend themselves. I know that the Jill right there has borrowed time, that's why she's baiting me. That's the pallet drop. And I continue chase for the Michaela. And like I was saying earlier, this is at this point it seems to be, you know, turning in my favor, where I'm a little more comfortable as opposed to the start of the game. Yeah, I know the Jill's there, kind of make it turn in a way so that she won't be able to hit me with the flashlight. So now this Michaela's on second hook. There's someone over there with who is almost dead on hook. She manages to turn around on me and I don't see her. That hit, I think I aimed to hit the wrong person. I bait the pallet drop there, and the vault over it. That Feng hit manages to reach. One survivor dies on hook, and I take this Jill over. Hook her up again. I believe it's second time on hook here. Yep, second time on hook. And let's see, pick up some traps just so I can be ready for a certain situations of the game. I place one down over here, once again just to kind of trap the area in case they do come from that way or exit that way. Now I have to look around to see. I reset this trap because it was very well placed trap earlier. They get the save. Now let's head over there because either one or both of them went over. Someone gets stuck on my trap. I didn't want to take the risk that Jill had borrowed time, and once again she was going in for the save, so I had to keep a lookout, and I did manage to down her. Once again, Feng with the boil over. Second time on hook. And let's take Jill here. Oh, with the DS. If it's not borrowed time, it's DS, so keep a lookout for that one. Manages to get the save again. And then Feng, unfortunately, it seems like Jill didn't have borrowed time for the Feng here. Pick her up. And the boil over is going to stop me from going the way that I want to, so much that I end up going around. This boil over is so strong. I was nervous there about my trap, but thankfully it was reset, so I don't step on it and drop her. So now we have the Feng dead on hook. Jill, and Michaela and pick up my traps. And now to find the other 2 survivors. And now I kind of just patrol the area where they might be, and just kind of keeping a vantage point, or good vantage of the gens that are remaining. I do see that Crow alerts me someone's around there, and I take a look in this locker, and I do manage to find her there. A bit of an educated guess on that one, since I saw no scratch marks in the area leading anywhere else. I figured she might be in the locker, so I checked and she was there. And dead on hook. And now it is just the Michaela. So we see that she's injured, and she wasn't. It didn't seem like she was nearby, near the Jill. So let's go take a look, pick up a trap, and let's see if we can find her. So she healed herself up, and right now I'm just kind of, keeping an ear out for the hatch. And I do hear something here, which I thought it was the hatch, but it turns out it was just the boon. So I kind of got tricked there a little bit. And then I keep following her scratch marks. This whole time hoping that she doesn't find the hatch before I do. And on this hit, I try to bait the dead hard for some reason, and then don't realize that the dead hard can't even happen there. But on this hit, I do get a little nervous that she will run into the hatch. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to be in this direction, so we keep the chase. Unfortunately, I won't make it before the pallet drops, so I have to break it right when the bloodlust kicks in as well. But keep running, keep the chase up. Now here at this point, I think that if the Michaela had tried to loop around, she might have gotten some more distance. But since I saw that she kept running away, I could just go around the wall right there and keep chasing. Keep up the chase here. And dead hard. Fortunately, that won't save her. Managed to get a hit on her there, down her, and I just have to take her over. I do shake a little, say no. Take her over the hook, and yeah.
Oh my god.
So that was the match, and then I do end up finding the hatch. Thankfully, she didn't turn right after I hit her, which would have definitely led her to the hatch and allowed her to escape. So yeah, that was the match. I think it was very fun and a very good example of how quickly things can turn, regardless of what side you're on. I've had survivor matches where, despite having a lot of gen pressure early game, we make a few decisions that cost us the match. And I think here, maybe if the survivors had done things a little differently and maybe spread out a little more, started working on gens in different areas, they might have won. But I think it's a very good example of how matches can definitely work in your favor if you continue to work for it, and if you keep doing the decisions that you would normally make, smart decisions, despite the how the match is looking at the moment. So yeah, that was a video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it entertaining and maybe a bit educational. I know for sure I got a lot of value from watching this and playing through it. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one.